Alright, so if you've been looking for something for personal protection, but you don't want to deal with firearms, permits, or anything like that, this might actually be one of the most interesting options out there. Today, we're checking out the Byrna CL, and I'm going to walk you through what it is, how it works, and whether it's actually worth your money. And I'll be real with you, this thing surprised me more than I expected. Right off the bat, the first thing you notice is how small this thing is. Like seriously, it's compact. You could easily throw this in a backpack, keep it in your car, or even carry it on you without it feeling bulky or uncomfortable. It doesn't have that oversized, heavy feel that a lot of gear like this usually has. And honestly, that's probably one of its biggest selling points, because most people looking at something like this aren't trying to carry around a full-size setup. They want something simple, something lightweight, and something that's actually practical for everyday situations. Now, don't let the size fool you, because this thing actually packs some decent power for how small it is. So what is it exactly? The Byrna CL is a CO2-powered launcher. It shoots .61 caliber projectiles, not bullets, but rounds that are designed for self-defense without being lethal. You've got solid kinetic rounds, and you've also got chemical rounds that can irritate and stop a threat. And that's really the whole idea behind this. It's meant to give you a way to defend yourself without going the firearm route. For a lot of people, that's a huge deal. Whether it's because of laws, comfort level, or just personal preference, not everyone wants to carry a traditional weapon. When you pick this up, it usually comes as a full kit, which is nice. You're getting the launcher itself, a couple of magazines, CO2 cartridges, and some rounds to get started. So right out of the box, you're not stuck having to buy a bunch of extra stuff just to use it. You can pretty much load it up and start practicing right away. Now let's talk about how it actually feels in the hand, because that's important. Honestly, it feels solid. It doesn't feel like a toy. It doesn't feel flimsy, and it doesn't feel like something that's gonna fall apart on you. The grip is comfortable, it fits naturally in your hand, and it's easy to control. The controls are also super simple, which I like. There's not a ton going on here, so you're not fumbling around trying to figure things out. In a stressful situation, simple is better, and this definitely leans into that. You've also got sights on top, and if you want to take it a step further, you can even mount a red dot. That's kind of wild for something this compact, but it gives you options if you want to customize it. Now, getting into performance, this is where things get interesting. For something this size, it's actually pretty powerful. It shoots at around 400 feet per second, which is more than enough for what it's designed to do. It's also got a decent effective range, around 60 feet, so you're not just limited to super close distances. That gives you a little bit of space, which can make a big difference in a real situation. Another thing I noticed is that it's pretty consistent. The shots aren't all over the place, and that matters. If you're relying on something like this, you want it to perform the same way every time you use it. Before we continue, comment below and let us know what products you want us to cover in our future videos. Also, give this video a thumbs up to help us with the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to subscribe to Men's Shopping Network if you haven't already done so to stay updated with our latest and greatest reviews. Now, one feature that I think is actually really smart is how the CO2 system works. It uses what's called a pull-pierce system. Basically, the CO2 cartridge isn't activated until you pull the trigger for the first time. That means you can keep it loaded and ready without worrying about the gas slowly leaking out over time. So if you store this in your car or keep it nearby at home, it's still going to be ready when you need it. And honestly, that's a big advantage. As far as usability goes, it's very beginner-friendly. You don't need a ton of experience to figure this out. Load the magazine, insert the CO2, and you're good to go. It's straightforward, and that's exactly what you want in something designed for emergencies. Now, let's talk about what I like about it overall. The biggest thing is the size. It's compact, lightweight, and easy to carry. That alone makes it way more practical than a lot of other options out there. I also like how simple it is. There's no unnecessary complexity here. It does what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. And then there's the fact that it gives you a non-lethal option. That's huge for a lot of people. You get a level of protection without having to step into something more serious or heavily regulated. But of course, it's not perfect. There are a few downsides you should know about. The biggest one is the capacity. You're only getting 5 rounds per magazine, which isn't a lot. That means you need to be accurate, and you need to be aware of your limitations. Also, because it's so compact, it's not really built for longer distances or more complex situations. This is more of a close to mid-range, quick response type of tool, and depending on what you're looking for, that could either be totally fine or a bit limiting. It really just depends on your needs. So who is this actually for? I'd say this is perfect for someone who wants a simple, effective option for everyday carry. Maybe you want something to keep in your car, or something at home that's easy to grab and use. It's also great for people who aren't comfortable with firearms, but still want some form of protection. This kind of sits right in that middle ground, where it's approachable, but still effective. At the end of the day, this isn't trying to replace anything. It's just offering another option, and for the right person, it could be exactly what they're looking for. So, overall, I think the Byrna CL does a really good job at what it's designed for. It's compact, it's easy to use, and it performs better than you'd expect for something this size. If you're interested in checking it out, I'll leave a link down in the description so you can take a closer look. And if you want more videos like this, real straightforward gear reviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I've got a lot more coming.